All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and we might only be a couple days in the training camp, but there's some fairly large takeaways already.
There are some fairly large takeaways. Not all of them are great, but some of them are. Some of them are very, very good. Before we talk about those, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and comment. 12K by opening day. We're damn near almost there.
Yeah, we got 110 to go. Hit that sub button. Boom, boom, boom. Let us know in the comments if you got a big old takeaway or just, what you're having for lunch. We'd love to hear from you.
Really worried where that was going to go. Yeah, let's talk about it. And obviously, the first one, let's just get it out of the way. And probably the biggest takeaway is the injuries so far.
We've been hit by the injury bug, as they say. Damn it. And the worst part is, we're not breaking news here. Everybody knows Mekhi Blackman's out. Shaq Griffin, it was an ankle. I think they said it was, maybe. The worst part is the position that we're getting hit by. Cornerback. Ouch. We're already slim.
Yeah. Obviously, after tragic Kyrie Jackson passing, you lose Mekhi Blackman. Shaq Griffin goes down. It sucks. This one position's getting hit so damn hard. I think Tristan Jackson got a little bit beat up yesterday, but that's not as big of a concern as this cornerback room. So the Vikings already brought in, what's his name? Jacoby. What's his last name again? I keep forgetting this guy's name. Jacoby Francis. They brought him in. They're talking about maybe moving some safeties around. So they're trying to find creative ways to solve the solution. But one thing we didn't talk about in all this cornerback drama that we're having is what's the best way to maybe make up for some inefficiencies in the secondary? Pass rush. And the Vikings will have an elite pass rush this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were trying to make up for it even before these guys got hurt. So they got some work to do. Fully expect him to actually make a signing for a guy that might actually see the field. But yeah, injuries. And Vikings aren't the only one. There's other teams that are losing players. But just sucks ass. I don't want to talk about injuries. Let's what else we got?
It sucks and it hurts. But again, one of those veterans you mentioned, I mean, they may not have to sign those guys till the end of camp. So it's like, Stephon Gilmore needs a month of training camp. He doesn't. He's an aged veteran. Same with Patrick Peterson. So we'll see what happens there. Let's talk about the quarterback play because it's been fairly positive when it comes to the quarterback position.
Yeah. Sam Darnold's looking good. JJ McCarthy is looking good. Everybody's posting pretty much every one of their throws on Twitter, which is beautiful to see. It's all positive. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. We don't say, JJ McCarthy missed some dude by 15 yards, whatever. We're not hearing any of that. I'm sure he'll have a bad practice, but early signs.
You love it. You love to hear it.
We're going to win the Super Bowl.
Sam Darnold hitting bombs down the field. Justin Jefferson just elated about the passes coming his way. So you love seeing that rapport being built between those two. JJ McCarthy just blowing it up the other day. So, yeah, it's positive. I mean, if Vikings are going to be competitive this year, they got to have some good quarterback play, and hopefully they can get it. And I love what I'm hearing so far.
Yeah, this is beautiful. And everybody's smiling. Justin Jefferson, when he's talking about even Sam Darnold, just big old smile on his face. Love to see it. He's showing that big old arm that he has. What was funny is JJ McCarthy is his first play at training camp. Brian Flores brought the house.
Yeah, he did. I
mean, it was a tip ball. It doesn't sound like it was an overly great play, but like Flores is like, I don't give a shit, man. I'm bringing it, man. He did.
Why not? It's the best way to learn.
I love it.
Throw them in the fire. It's like in Russia. They just throw the babies in the water. They learn how to swim that way.
I don't know if that's true. That sounds made up.
That's true.
Last biggest takeaway is Vikings are wheeling and dealing. They're making moves. They brought in Duke Shelley. Then they Darrisaw the extension. Then they waive KJ Cloyd. They bring in Jabril Cox. They sign Jacoby Francis. I mean, we're only a couple days in, and we already have like 3 new faces on this Vikings team.
Yeah. And this is what we should expect. Kwesi did the same thing last year, constantly bringing in new faces, cutting guys, bringing in new faces. It was just a constant rotation. I think this is going to continue, especially at some of these positions that are a little bit thin where the Vikings aren't sure about how the overall depth is going to be. So the fact that it's already started so hot and heavy is interesting. I think we're going to see a lot more of this.
Yeah. And hopefully it's like some bigger names as we get closer to week 1. But yeah, I mean, running back, cornerback, D-line, I could wide receiver. I could see them adding guys at any of these positions.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned running back. They have already, worked out Trenton Cannon, Mo Abraham. So they're already looking at guys. So again, it's just if they're not signing them, they're definitely checking guys out, kicking the tires on a lot of players out there.
I don't know if I was very nice to Trenton Cannon last night on the live.
You were very rude to Trenton Cannon. We actually got a letter from his email from his agent saying how rude we were.
That's not true.
You'll not come on the show now, thanks to you and your words.
If we sign him, I will definitely ask if he wants to come on the show. Those are the three biggest takeaways: quarterbacks, injuries, Vikings making some moves. Let us know in the comments if you got any big old takeaway.
Absolutely. And remember this, once in a blue moon literally means once every 2 to 3 years.
Blue